YouTube. What is good, everybody? What is good? Today, is gonna be a special day because we're gonna react to the Sunny D2. We don't usually react to Sunny D2 on this channel. Yeah. This one is called. Sorry, chat. How Steven Seagal became Hollywood's worst celebrity. I'm gonna react to that. Before we start, you already know what to do. Follow the Twitch, is on screen. Hey. We trying to hit affiliate. Let's go. Alright, we try to hit affiliate. You know how it is, man. Also like and subscribe. Gonna get started right now. First of all, W Sunny V2. And yeah, man.
He killed a family's 1-year-old puppy dog
What?
and stole money from a kid in a wheelchair.
Huh.
Seagal has such a comically terrible history, he now simply refuses to face it.
I wonder how you deal with all that. Hello, Steven Seagal.
Number 1, treating other actors terribly during filming. I have a family member that worked with him years ago on a low-budget film. Steven Seagal was miserable and rude, but it only gets worse from here. Whilst filming for the movie Exit Wounds, stuntman Steven Quadros explained that Seagal would unexpectedly kick guys in the nuts to see if they were wearing cups, which was also mentioned by a different stuntman in a completely unrelated interview.
The first thing he's gonna do is kick you in the nuts. He's like, oh, hey, we're wearing a cup? Well, he's just gonna pop.
Hello?
That's the first thing he does.
One comment stated, I actually know a few stuntmen and actors who've worked with Seagal, and they all echo the same thing about him, one of whom might have been Stephen Lambert, who stated Seagal became more unpredictable during his fight scenes.
He's notorious of breaking people's arms, legs, ribs,
as he'd actually punch and hit other actors to make the fights look real.
He was actually hitting the stuntman like
for real? Yeah, he's known for that.
To make matters worse,
What?
protective equipment wasn't allowed on set.
There's nothing wrong with putting on pads. They would say no because he wouldn't allow it.
And it's therefore no surprise that during one scene,
nah, he's
Seagal
weird, bro.
injured DMX's shoulder during the fight, so X had to take a few days off. Even worse was when Seagal
DMX?
was a stuntman in hospital.
DMX? You mean the woof guy? Oh my gosh, bro. Bro, R.I.P. to DMX, but like, bro, he is a legend. He has created a lot of bangers over his rap career and stuff like that. But like, bro, doing that shit to DMX is insane though. Like low key. And he's white. That's just worse. That's just straight up just worse, bro. Oh hell no.
And he beat the shit out of the guy and smashed his face to the mirror multiple times. He went over the top to the point that sent the guy to the hospital.
Which isn't surprising.
Nigga.
He was this rough while filming a YouTube video.
Oh. Right.
I wasn't ready, right?
As a result, actors have to be extremely careful just to appear alongside him.
You gotta keep a third eye on what he's doing. And if you're not good enough, he's gonna hurt you.
Although not only because of unexpected injuries. Seagal would show up on set demanding insane movie changes.
Calls the director, he's like, we're changing the scene. We're gonna do the scene in Arabic. He's gonna teach me. And he's like, put this camera here, put this camera here. And I was like, everybody's like,
chat.
While Steven Tobolowsky told a funny story where Seagal randomly stopped acting on set due to an unexpected crisis.
Steven
The fuck?
has had a spiritual
crisis.
awakening. He decided that he doesn't want to kill people anymore in movies. And Steven says, I think it's just bad that we keep putting this violence into the world.
This resulted in a $14 million
Interesting.
lawsuit claiming that Seagal not only regularly showed up late and left early, but also made regular unauthorized changes to the script and dialogue, which could result in the loss of millions of dollars because parts of the film's plot that were promised now cannot be delivered to the film buyers. Seagal was sued for another $60 million after repeating his actions on 4 other sets, justifying his lack of effort with the worst excuse you'll ever hear. Seagal backed out because his Buddhist guru known as Mukara said the films would create bad karma, perhaps because Seagal's also been exposed for exaggerating his skills as a fighter. Steven Seagal is in fact a black belt martial artist. However, his martial art of choice, Aikido, has been heavily criticized for being one of those mostly impractical martial arts that has extremely limited application in real-life scenarios.
He is a legitimate Aikido black belt, but the martial art is
the questionable thing.
A Reddit comment describes Seagal's martial art to be kind of a cult with fake telegraphed attacks. The attackers are just there to make the master look good, which is exactly what's shown in this video, where Seagal's attackers just fall to the floor to make him look good for the crowd. Unfortunately, people don't voluntarily flip over in the real world. This makes pro wrestling look real, wonderfully choreographed. Fighting is always easier when your opponent cooperates.
Yo, bro. Saying that making it pro wrestling real is insane, bro. Hell, bro. Yo, what?
It's therefore no surprise Seagal has no professional fighting record.
Who in MMA does Aikido? So-and-so coming in the cage isn't a world champion with a background in Aikido. You never heard that once. Have you ever heard that once? It's for a reason.
But he did claim that he'd taught Anderson Silva how to do a highly specialized move, the leg kick.
I started teaching him kicks that I thought he could really hurt people with, and at that point I knew he was going to start to really make these kicks, work.
He created the front kick. Did he invent the wheel too? In response, Anderson Silva made a video mocking Steven Seagal's fighting, although there was one more attempt by Seagal to prove he could actually fight. Whilst on set for the movie Out for Justice, Seagal claimed that due to his Aikido training, he couldn't possibly be choked unconscious. The challenge was taken up by martial artist Gene LaBelle, who not only choked Seagal out instantly, but also caused Seagal to soil himself in the moments he was blacking out. When asked about the incident, LaBelle stated, sometimes Steven has a tendency to cheese off the wrong people, and you can get hurt by doing that. So if a guy soils himself, you can't criticize him, because if they just had a nice big dinner an hour before, you might have a tendency to do that. Seagal responded by claiming that he and LaBelle had never even fought.
There was never ever any confrontation with him ever. And if Gene is saying shit like that, he should be ashamed of himself. And so if he said that, he is a pathological scumbag liar.
Although nobody believes Seagal's side of the story, as he has his own list of well-documented lies. For example, Seagal made the insane claim that he was honored as the first private citizen to destroy a nuclear device, whilst also claiming he was recruited by the CIA to help carry out undercover missions. He'd explained, I could say that I became an advisor to several CIA agents in the field, and through my friends in the CIA met many powerful people and did special works and special favors, although an investigation by a magazine found these claims were completely bogus. It also dispelled the myth that Seagal once fought the Yakuza in his dojo. The magazine interviewed Seagal's ex-wife, who stated it's a lie. He once chased a few drunks away from the dojo, but never was involved with the Yakuza. Similarly, Seagal made the claim that he was a tough kid who was feared by others, yet this was dispelled by his own mother, who stated her son was frail and suffered from asthma. He was a puny kid back then, although Seagal had a plan to clarify exactly what was fact and fiction. He'd post a Reddit Ask Me Anything, likely expecting normal questions. However, the responses would only deepen the past that was already haunting him. What kind of pants were you wearing when Gene LaBelle choked you unconscious and caused you to shit your pants? I personally know a stuntman who had all of his front teeth knocked out by you and said you didn't even apologize.
Man, these are all Reddit comments, bro. Come on.
Front kick that Anderson Silva used in his UFC fight, although there was one more question that was worse than any other. Hey there, I went to the same junior high school as you in Fullerton, CA many years later. Heard some stories. The one I would like to ask you about is when your social studies teacher caught you stealing lunch money from a kid in a wheelchair. True, I didn't make this up. Seagal understandably avoided the damning questions. However, by answering some of the easy ones, he'd introduce another flaw: his massive ego. What is your current biggest drive that motivates you? I am a champion and I want to remain a champion. Seagal's overinflated self-image was best shown in this interview, where he'd implied that Van Damme wasn't a good martial artist.
I think that that's a matter of opinion, that he was a champion anywhere.
Which was then proven at a party when the two came head to head. The party was hosted by Sylvester Stallone, who stated Van Damme was tired of Seagal saying he could kick his ass and went right up to him and offered him the chance to step outside so he could wipe the floor with him. Seagal made some excuse and left. Van Damme, who was completely berserk, tracked him down and again offered him a fight, and again Seagal pulled a Houdini, yet Seagal unsurprisingly stated it was Van Damme who ran from him.
Is that true he got in a fight with you?
No, it'd be like me squashing an ant. If he sees me, he runs.
It's therefore no surprise that Seagal despises Van Damme.
Thoughts on Jean-Claude Van Damme?
Can I laugh in your face? Do I think SOUNDCLOUD's a tough guy or martial artist? No.
However, Van Damme has only ever said positive things about Seagal in return.
Interesting.
Met the guy a few times. He's a nice guy. Doesn't like me much. I like him a lot. Good guy, good charisma. He's got something special on the screen.
Another example of Steven Seagal's
Yeah,
ego
that is an
came from a
ego.
story
Like
told by
that's this Steven Seagal guy, bro. Like that's just straight. That is just straight ego right there. That is just bro literally like egoed him, but kind of egoed him back.
Rob Schneider.
Finally, Steven Seagal emerges, and he comes out and he said, "I just read the greatest script I've ever read in my life." He goes, "Really? Who wrote it?" "I did."
Which only becomes funnier once you realize that said best script ever was for his terrible performance on Saturday Night Live.
Listen to me carefully. I don't want you to talk about anything to me anymore. I don't want you to say my name anymore.
With atrocious lines such as that one, it's no surprise a long-term SNL employee called Seagal.
Why did he pause, bro? Why did he pause mid-sentence, bro?
I lapped every bad.
Oh my
However,
gosh.
Seagal's hosting of another show somehow ended even worse. In 2009, Seagal
Nah, this
told
guy,
the
bro.
LA Times he'd apparently been a policeman for more than 20 years, proving this by showing a black and white photo of him raising his right hand in what looks like a swearing-in ceremony, creating the impression it was taken when he first joined the department. At closer inspection, however, it appears the photo was taken 20 years and at least 20 pounds after the fact, casting doubt on whether Seagal had ever been part of the force. Regardless, this led Seagal to create a show called Lawman, where he and his crew went around apprehending criminals, often done with excessive force to make for enjoyable viewing. Well, in one episode, Seagal attempts to break up an illegal cockfighting operation by raiding a house with a tank with the goal of freeing the animals.
Cock.
One of my pet peeves.
However, after doing so, the property's owner Jesus Sanchez Uvira quickly filed a $100,000 lawsuit which claims that more than 100 prize chickens being bred for show were killed by Seagal and his colleagues. An 11-month-old puppy was also shot and killed during the early morning raid. Seagal responded by stating, "I've been called a lot of things in my career, some of them not so kind. But to be labeled an animal abuser is beyond the pale and that is simply a role I will not accept." While another policeman stated if my deputies, or posseman Seagal for that matter, had done something so awful like shooting a family dog, then where are the photos to prove it? It seemed for the first time ever Seagal wasn't actually lying. However, there was one more lawsuit that would end the show completely. In mid-2010, Steven Seagal was sued for sex trafficking, which became one of so many different allegations, it's genuinely difficult to count them all. On the set of 1999 Out for Justice, 4 different women quit during filming of Seagal's continued piggery, while one of the stuntmen earlier told an equally creepy story.
There's this girl sitting in a tub. She's wearing bikini, and they had to convince her that she has to come out of the tub naked.
The only thing that might rival his terrible track record with women is his track record with low-rated movies, none of which receiving more than 50% on Rotten Tomatoes or more than 5 out of 10 on IMDb. And with no new movies in the last 5 years, Seagal has opted for a modern method of generating extra income: crypto scams.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Steven Seagal scammed people with crypto.
From Team Seagal, Steven has just become the worldwide ambassador for the Bitcoin second generation cryptocurrency. Despite gaining only 150 likes, Steven was promised $250,000 in cash and $750,000 worth of B2G tokens in exchange for his promotions, which he failed to disclose to the public, resulting in a $330,000 fine. Seagal paid only $75,000 toward his debt before refusing to appear in court, then moving to Russia where he still lives now.
What the fuck? Holy shit, bro. Holy fuck. Alright, that was the video, yo. That Steven Seagal guy, bro, I'm not gonna lie. He's just a cooked human being. Holy shit. He's just straight up cooked. Like, I don't even know what to say. He's just a cooked guy, man. Holy. But hope y'all enjoyed. Give this video a like and subscribe, follow the Twitch. And then remember in like one of the videos before I called y'all guys FNTY. That might work. Cause if y'all don't know, I go by Finesty. Cause you know I kind of nicknamed myself that. Cause it's kind of like simpler and type shit. But yeah, man. Thanks for watching, bro. Thanks for watching this video. Hope y'all enjoyed. Yeah, bro. Stay tuned for my next video. I'm gonna tell y'all guys more about that. And yeah, seems about it.